All right, good evening, Who That Nation. Welcome to the WDN Chatline podcast. It's the host CB, and I'm here with my co-host WD. WD, we had a few days to get, our minds somewhat trended off that loss and headed towards this week. So, how you feeling, fam? How your week going?
Well, I mean, after we just pissed away that game last week, I was just feeling like, man, it's time to get over it. Kind of hard to get over it, but we are here. I'm doing good. I hope everybody else in the chat is doing good as well. And yeah, let's get it rolling, man.
That's what's up. Good to hear. And Who That Nation, I hope we have moved on from that loss on Sunday, and looking forward to this week. So I hope you guys are having a great start to your work week, midweek. So it's about over. Um, Basically, tonight's show is going to consist of us talking about the upcoming matchup versus the Washington football team. I gotta say that right. I still gotta get used to saying Washington football team. I don't know when they're gonna get a new name, but they might just roll with that one. But the Washington
Yeah,
football team.
yeah. We'll see who slip up and say it.
Right. But yeah, we're basically gonna break down, our offense going up against their defense, and then our defense going up against our offense. Then we're gonna open the phone lines. You guys can call in and give us your thoughts on this matchup, and that's basically how the show gonna go. But before we get things started, we got to get to this chat and shout out the listeners that's tuning in right now. See, Crash Four in the comment section said, "Who that?
Who that?
Who that to you, fam?" B Con said, "Who that?"
Who that?
Then we got the OG Jerry Poor. He's shouting out the ones in the comment, but shout out to the OG Jerry Poor.
Who that to you, Jerry?
We got RG Scott in the building. Said, "What's the deal? Who that?"
Who that? We better be that this week.
Right. And we got Jerry giving us a shout out. So we'll get back to the comment section. Once more people start getting in there. But you guys feel free to call in tonight when we put the link in the comments. So let's go ahead and get to this injury report before we get to the matchups. Now, obviously, it's early in the week, so this is the first round of injury reports. A lot of key players set out on Wednesday and stuff like that, so we really can't look into that. But on our side, we still got Teron and McCoy is out. Those two are the obvious. Not sure the status on Eric McCoy, but hopefully he gets back. Gets back soon. But hope we don't need to rush him back. But hopefully Ruiz can hold it down till he gets back.
Oh, Antonio Gibson do not play. That's all I got.
Right. What was he on the injury report?
Yeah, he was.
Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna just read out a few names on the injury report for them right quick. But obviously with us it's just Teron and McCoy. Marshawn was on there, but he still participated in practice. But Washington football team, Antonio Gibson, Shen didn't practice. Curtis Samuel, Brandon Sheriff, Jonathan Allen, JD McKissick, which is their kind of pass catching running back. We'll get
Oh
into
boy.
that.
You know what? How about all of you guys take a rest? Y'all don't need to play this week. Come back again some other time. I don't know.
And that's basically some other names, but that's like some key names that was, I guess, on that team that's sitting out. But once again, it's early, so we'll see how the list looking as time goes. But let's start with, since our defense was the elephant in the room Sunday, we're gonna start on that side of the ball and our defense versus their offense. But before we get into that, let me just read out Taylor Hanukki's stats thus far. He obviously took over at some point in game one when Fitzpatrick went out. But since he took over, he has been 82 attempts, no, 82 completions for 82 out of 118 attempts, 69.5 completion percentage for 960 passing yards. And he's also got 8 touchdowns to 3 interceptions, 105.9 QB rating. And he
Shit, I know.
also, go ahead.
No, 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 no. You can finish. My bad.
Well, and he's also a scrambler. So
So look, I know it's October, bro, but we starting early, huh? It's spooky season, I see.
right. So we can just go ahead and get started. I got some other guys, I can read their stats out, but we can start with Taylor Hanukki. Taylor Hanukki, to me, honestly, I think he a little bit better than Daniel Jones. So
Oh boy.
what we're getting this week, I think it's. I mean, he definitely hungry because he's trying to secure, the quarterback position. I remember I watched him the other Thursday, and they asked him a question. He's like, "Yeah, I believe so. My performance should solidify this position." So he's coming out with something to prove. If you watch him play, he plays like he got a chip on his shoulder, and he's been basically, playing like he should be their starter. He's a mobile quarterback. I think this past game he slung it for like 300, little over 300 yards. It was three something, but he's a gunslinger. He can sling the football. So we definitely got our shoes to fill. This week with him. Your thoughts on the quarterback? You think we gonna see similar? We could see similar production if our defense don't step up.
Well, last week our defense didn't step up, and we allowed Daniel Jones to have what 407 yards, something like that.
Yep.
So I would hope they would want. I mean, they would want to get it together. We might be in some trouble here. I mean, they got weapons, bro. But Hanukki, man, he looks like a ball. I mean, even in that playoff game versus the Bucks, they lost. But to say that was his, I think that was his first start. Just to say
Hmm.
that he played really really well that game, bro. I mean, he looked good that game. So I mean, man, he doesn't he I wouldn't consider him as some yeah, he's a young player. I mean, but you can say the same thing for Daniel Jones, man. Look like they you can consider them vets already, bro. So I will hope our secondary shows up. But more importantly, honestly, I'm gonna say more importantly because it always starts up front. Pass rush just did not exist last week, so we need to see some guys getting to the quarterback and finishing.
Right. And I forgot to mention. I don't know. What's the status? They wasn't on the injury report or nothing like that. But Quan Alexander, Marcus Davenport, both of them are eligible to come off of the RL list this week.
Yeah,
Not
they didn't
sure how.
return to practice today, but just to put it out there, they can return when they're ready.
All right, so not sure that the severity of the injuries, but if they was put on the short term IR, uh, should be getting them back pretty soon. But like it starts up front on our D line, we definitely gonna need to get pass rush to Taylor Haneke. And then to go along with that, they got Antonio Gibson. His numbers so far, he got 59 rushes for 253 yards, 4.3 yards per carry. And I think that was ranked like 11th or 12th in the league so far. So, that's
Look, let's keep it a buck. Uh, this team is almost parallel to the Giants, and I'm not knocking them down. No, I'm talking about talent wise, like
right.
skill position wise. They is basically the same. I mean, like
Hmm.
we say, there's a good quarter. You can tell that Haneke, he's a decent quarterback, and Daniel Jones, he doesn't look that bad this year either. I mean, bruh, I mean they got weapons. Antonio Gibson and JD McKissick is going to be the same level of competition as what we face with Saquon Barkley. And then on the other side of the ball, I know we're going to get there, but defensively, they got some big defensive player names on paper, but they haven't been playing up to their potential this year, just like the Giants. So it's basically like a equivalent team. That's how I see it.
All right. And both teams was hungry. Both teams was hungry. Washington, they 2-2. We 2-2. They trying to, y'all know how the NFC East plays out. I mean, Dallas is off to a 3-1 start, but we see how things play out. But they believe they can win the division or be in the running for it. So we see how that go. But yeah, I mean the offensive side, Antonio Gibson. Then they got the pass catcher, McKissick. He is not on no Saquon Barkley's level, but he's definitely a solid piece they use in the backfield. Our linebackers had a hell of a game last week. Our linebackers really hadn't been struggling like that. Besides, when Zach Bond got put out there against the Panthers, so I believe our linebackers shouldn't have no issues with McKissick.
But here's the knock on that, because I felt like last week the Mario should at least I feel like he should have at least checked Saquon almost the whole game, or Pete Warner somebody.
Hmm.
I mean, if anything, man, they got to put a game plan to make sure our good linebackers, are checking these running backs the whole game compared to last week.
Right. And as far as with Pete Warner, I believe he had 10 tackles last week. That I mean, that was a pretty solid game from him.
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching the highlights. Well, not highlights. I was going back watching the condensed game, and I was watching the defensive side with Pete Warner, and far as him not just getting burnt by the running back, now he got a great vision. Hopefully he can keep it up, but for him to really, this is his first game, playing the weak side, starting. He really had a hell of a game, and he was going up against a solid, pass catching running back as well. Saquon, solid pass catcher as well as a rusher, but he done pretty good. So hopefully he can keep that up and get into the receiver position. Terry McLaughlin, man, this guy is a fool out there.
Wait, what you call him?
Terry McLaurin.
Oh, okay.
But I'll brave like that because this guy, man, he's starting to become one of the top receivers in the game. I mean, he's creeping up there. He definitely in the top 10 in my opinion. But this guy's route running is his route running for me. He got the speed, quickness, but his route running is ridiculous. And Marshawn, we know how he can get with great route runners. So hopefully, he can hold it down. He really not a Malafla. He's not that physical. He not an elite physical receiver, but it's just his route running, and he has 354 receiving yards. That ranks 7 in the league with 3 touchdowns. So he's playing like a top 10 receiver. Gonna have our hands full with him.
Oh, we're gonna have our hands full with their offense, I think. I mean, Adam Humphries, we had trouble with that guy once before. You know about that.
Mhm.
Um, a guy who finally just started. I guess he finally showed himself this year. But DeAndre Carter, he had a okay game last week. I think he had his first reception, but I mean, I know he returned a kick, and I mean, they got Sam. Sam's is pretty solid, and Sammy, we're familiar with him.
Right. Far as the tight end, I don't want to say his full name, but he been playing pretty solid. But I think the Mario probably be on him or Pete. But yeah, man, really just in a whole nutshell, that the offense, the offensive line is giving some decent protection up front. Malofin, he not Malofin, but Hanukki, he's not running for his life back there, and we could have our hands full again if our defense doesn't come to play. But man, I believe our defense is going to bounce back. I can't see them doing that 2 weeks in a row. Maybe I said maybe they was overlooking. I really not gonna say what they was doing. I'm not giving no pass like that, but all I can say, I just can't see them going into this week playing the same way.
Well, look, I mean, John Ross, that was one that just shocked everybody. And
Yeah.
I mean, Kenny Galladay and Tony last week, those are guys that that was their first game doing something. So I mean, it's not like we're going to come into this game surprised because you know what's in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the differences.
Right. Let's read a few comments. Shout out to Gabriel Fernando said, I know that it's clickbait, but people are complaining because of Sean Payton, and it is insanity. One game and fault is because of Payton's fail. When we lose Sean Payton as coach, we will blame somebody and we'll be late. Yeah.
What is he confirm? I mean, I'm sorry. What is he referring to when he's saying clickbait? What article or something?
Yeah, I guess I believe what he's saying is, when you starting to criticize the head coaching, I guess, when people putting out articles, the media, it's they doing it for clickbait, and it's not um that's really not what the problem is. They
Mm,
just throwing it out there when we lose. It starts with the head coach, and that's the problem.
Well, I don't know what article you're talking about, but I will say this: not Sean Payton, he's a good coach. Don't want to lose him,
Hmm.
but it was definitely it played a huge part with him losing last week. So that's where he got to take accountability as far as that game.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you gotta take accountability. I mean, I just know the Giants game. I'm not going, just say he been holding Jameis back. I know, you kind of wanna. He probably didn't want to, give Jameis the green light to start the season. But at some point, when the offense isn't going, you got to give the green light at some point. Now, like the Green Bay game, the way that played out, a lot of the times we was getting the ball back in, field goal range, either field goal range or the red zone. But as time started on and the offense wasn't moving, you just gotta believe in him and give him the green light. And he wasn't doing that beyond game one when we wasn't in field goal position all the time or in the red zone when we got the ball back. So I mean, but Jameis had a bad second game too. I mean, but we done talked about that. But yeah, Sean, I
Yeah.
mean, he gets some blame, especially for
I
that
mean,
game.
look, let's keep it real. Last week, and I hate to keep bringing it up, but it's just the truth. Just speaking on the reality of the situation. That game was won, and then he took the game out of Jameis' hands multiple times.
Hmm.
I'm just talking about that game. I ain't talking about no other game.
Right. So yeah, I mean, just running the Sean Payton. I mean, after this loss, yeah, you got to run to him for a little bit of it, or a good bit of it, and then the defense didn't play good.
Oh no, no, they didn't. I
Yeah.
don't know what the hell that was, especially second half. Not saying that they played. I mean, they was playing good that first quarter, and then it's like that. That touchdown of freaking John Ross, that was bad. But I mean, after that, I don't know what that was, bro. That just I thought we was past that.
Right. And that one, they kind of snuck him in because he didn't even. I know we off there, but he wasn't even in the game at the beginning. Then they just threw him in there and gave him that shot. I didn't even know he was on the squad, to be honest. But I knew he was hurt. But just it's what it is. Shout out to Debo, the guy. He said, "CB, is Sean Payton going to challenge a second and short next game? And hopefully, if he do, it's you know at a crucial time in the game. If the refs doesn't give us the first down. If it's deserving to be challenged, yeah, I hope so. Hope so, fam. Ghostface Gorilla said I might as well get some heart pills for this game. I
I mean,
feel you.
I hate to say this, but I really hate to say this, but I remember the last time we was in Washington.
You talking about what Kurt, or you talking about when we was at Washington?
It's the same boat.
Yeah, yeah, cause I know the one at the Superdome. Yeah, I was at that one. We had to
No,
climb back in that game.
no, I'm talking about the last time we was in Washington. I just want to erase that one, but
Oh yeah, I know what you talking about that blowout.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Washington it's a better club than the Giants on offense and defense. But we're gonna get on that defensive side. We're gonna get on that defensive side in a few minutes. But any more thoughts on the on that offense, WD?
I mean, you basically got to defend everything. I mean, look, they got great receivers, good running backs, good quarterback play. I don't know what else you can see. Our corners gonna have to play a whole lot better than what they played last week. And like I said, it starts up front. Rush the quarterback, man. Is Cameron Jordan days of second quarterback? Is that done? I mean, I know they was going at him on Twitter, but I mean, is he going to step up? Is he going to show something? Because I mean, they was talking, they was yapping at that dude. Um, I mean, heck, we need somebody to step up on that D line. I mean, Payton Turner, Payton Turner, he had a good debut, but we just need to see somebody step up on that D line for sure. And our secondary, the whole secondary, they just need to show up, bro. They need to show up compared to last week.
And
That's
I
about
know,
it.
right? And yeah, I know CGJ. I know
Oh yeah,
he gonna rebound.
yeah, him too, definitely him too.
Right. Yeah, hopefully don't know the situation with Davenport and Quan, but even at that, I think Quan should still be starting if he come back, but I think Warner need his snap count need to rise up. I mean, I just can't trust Quan. Can't trust him, as far as his health. But when he's in there, we already know what time it is. But I just hope that this is the last injury that we got to deal with Quan and him being out this season. I just hope so. I think his was an elbow too, the same as Twan's. I'm not sure, but hopefully, that's it with him. With Davenport, hopefully that's it with him. To shoot the way it's looking. I mean, I'm not getting to the future and stuff like that, but I mean, I'm saying, what if this is a what if, not writing off Cam or nothing like that. I'm just saying, what if Cam is starting to get on his last legs? What if? Not conclude nothing.
I mean, look, when you put it like that, that's a what if. But what we do know is Quan and Davenport are both injury prone. That's just the truth. So I can't just sit up here. I mean, really, when he healthy, good players. Davenport a lot of potential. Just I just can't expect them to stay healthy because I mean they just shown that they can't stay healthy. But we'll see.
Right. And this is 4 games, so we got 2 more weeks till Onyemata gets back. We need him tremendous. So we will see.
Look, I'm
Go ahead.
sorry, bro. We need to win this game, man. D will be when we lose a game, D will be up in here. I mean, tearing them players up. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's wrong, man, but damn, bro, that's why we need to win. Now he on Cameron Jordan case.
All right, bro. Yeah, hopefully, yeah. We going I believe we're gonna turn it around on defense. I can't see the defense doing this.
Hey, look, man. I mean, Tom Brady is what 44.
Right. So we can get on the defensive side. Defensive side, I mean, not defensive side, offensive side. Offensively, last game, we started to open up the deep passing game. So that's a positive, and I believe the offense would have looked better if would have looked even better. If Sean would have made some moves with Taysom at the right time, then putting them in,
Oh
turning
no.
that drive
Oh,
over.
oh, you know how he can improve by not having Taysom throw a deep pass.
Yeah.
I'm
Like I
not
said,
saying
we're
that's the
not at.
only, but I'm just saying not
Yeah,
not the only, but just saying.
yeah. I mean, we know. I know it's been talked about 100 times, but Breeze is not here no more. I mean, I could see us attempting some deep shots with Taysom when Breeze is here, but we got a guy that can do that. So we don't. I mean, I know you don't want to, show the defense. Yeah, when Taysom gets the ball or when he's in the game, it's going to be a run. No, I
And
mean, you can throw
that
some screens with him or something like that, but don't take no shots with him,
that's what he
especially
trolled us. That's what he trolled us, bro. Like I'm sitting up here thinking, like, okay, the reason why he throwing deep passes with Taysom because Drew can't do it, but now you doing it with a quarterback that got the arm to do it.
right. So hopefully lessons is learned from that. With the deep ball, we got a deep ball guy in Jameis. For Jameis, man, he coming off of regardless of how the game ended with the Giants, man, he was one of the bright spots of the game. Had a hell of a game. Was efficient with the football. Didn't turn it over. I'm pretty
I,
sure his completion percentage was over 70%.
I tell you what, look, the if there's lacking trust in Jameis, he at the end of the day, bro, he made him the starting QB. You know when Jameis does poorly, anytime he did poorly with us, it was getting rushed. It was getting rushed, bro. It's not like you know he's been when the pocket is clean, he's making poor decisions because that's not the case. So I just
Right.
don't understand how I just don't understand why he would put Taysom out there to throw deep passes. And every deep pass Jameis has thrown when he's not pressured is on the money.
Facts. That's true. So I mean, it starts up front again. We two players. We got two backups in, so hopefully they hold it down again. They coming off a very good game, honestly. I mean, pass blocking wise, and run blocking. Kamar had 126 yards
Mm-hmm.
last week, and then Jameis had some time in the pocket.
Yep.
So hell of a game by them. Ruiz, hell of a game. Hopefully he keeps it up. That defensive line, well, that defensive hold is ranked 29th. So
Mm-hmm.
they defense is off to a slow start.
Well,
But
yeah, just yeah. Well, hold on. Just to clarify, there are some really good players on this Washington defensive side of the ball. Like it's like there are some really good players. Maybe you could even consider elite players. And it all looks good on paper, but they're just not showcasing it now. And I definitely don't want that to be the case this week where they all of a sudden turn up.
yeah, and remember we were saying last week, with Saquon, he had got off to a slow start.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not let this be the week that let's the same as for their defense. 'Cause their defense is up to a slow start. Please, let's not make this the first game where they wake up. 'Cause they do got some dogs over there. I mean, start with Chase Young. Chase Young,
That whole D line, man.
yeah, they hold D line. Payne, Jonathan Allen, Montez
Sweat.
Sweat. So our offensive line definitely got a challenge,
They
this week.
linebackers they linebackers man, but that D line is something serious.
Yep. So offensive line, let's not let this be the week because maybe they just need some confidence because they some solid players. If they get some confidence going, that's the game they looking for, and they know our offensive line is down right now. Just keep playing. They defense is definitely better than what we went up against with the Giants. So they're gonna send pressure. I know they're gonna send pressure to Jameis. They're gonna try to get Jameis rattled up. I believe I believe that if they can get pressure on Jameis, which I know they're gonna be their game plan, have him rattled up under the wrist. We can't get nothing going offensively. I believe they believe their offense can get some points on the board, and that's how they gonna win the ball game. But we gotta keep Jameis protected. Because if we don't keep Jameis protected, it's gonna probably affect the running game as well.
Hey, look, man, Kamara, 0 catches last week. You know what I'm saying? Whether Jameis ain't looking his way, Sean Payton probably not telling him to look his way. I don't know what it is. Bruh, Cordero Patterson was going off on this team last week. I need to see Kamara catching the football this week.
All right,
Because
Debo.
Cordero Patterson, he's considered a running back now. So, yeah.
Wait, so they got Cadell as they returner.
I mean, I think he's a returner, but either way, they got him as a running back. Atlanta got him as a running back, and he went off versus Washington last week, despite losing. So I'm
Okay,
just saying, bro, like that's why I'm saying I think those linebackers are fooled. Like I need to see Kamara in the pass game this week.
right. Debo the guy said Winston doesn't let short plays develop or open up for him. That's my biggest problem with Jameis. Sometimes he run into the pressure, not away from it. That's true. That's true. And I mean, like WD just said, Kamar had zero passes targeted to him. Washington's defense have got off to a slow start, but that when them boys up front is on point, yeah, they gonna be hell. And we short on the offensive line, so quick passes should be the key. Should be one of the keys to our offense that we need to attack. Some little short, quick routes. And like Mike, shout out to like Mike, he was on here last. We talking about these ankle routes with Kamar at the backfield. He hadn't got one of those this season. I hadn't seen no ankle route out the backfield from him this season. Let's start getting some ankle routes. Let's start getting the screen game going. We have to do something. Some quick passing plays. Because man, I just hope this isn't the game where we allow that defensive front to get confidence. They get confidence, everybody else gonna get confidence. But I'm
Well,
just
we
gonna
talking about
believe in this line that we're gonna be able to hold up, maintain, get Jameis some time.
yeah. It starts up front. Always saying
Right.
that, man. But hey, look, bro, they got some dudes in the secondary too. I mean, I don't think they have the craziest secondary in the world. Like you can beat them, but like you said, man, you just can't let these guys pressure Jameis. I mean, William Jackson 3, solid corner. Kendall Fuller, pretty alright corner, man. Landon Collins, I don't think Landon Collins hasn't really done much for them, but I mean, bro, I
They
just think,
overpaid him. They overpaid him.
yeah. But I
But
mean,
yeah,
hey, look, I'm just saying, as far as the cornerbacks, man, I think they got some alright corners. I'm not saying our weapons can't do anything, bro, but our weapons was really showing up last week, man. So Marcus
mm-hmm.
Callaway, Jawan Johnson, bro, we can make some noise this week, man. I know it, but it just starts up front, like we keep saying.
And
Always starts
Kenny
up front.
Stills, I
Yeah,
think Kenny Stills needs to be invented in the offense more.
Kenny Stills probably feel as bad as Emmanuel Sanders felt last year when that touchdown was called back.
Yep. And speaking of that, Adam Troutman. Well,
Oh Lord, oh Lord.
do you think they make a move with him? Do you think they gonna throw Jawan out there and be like, okay, we gonna roll with you as our number one blocking running routes, or do you
Well,
think they
I tell you
still?
what. I tell you what, look, Adam Trautman, if there's anything he can do, he can block. But they cannot be
Mhm.
putting him up versus their number one pass versus somebody like Chase Young. That's ridiculous, bro. I don't want to ever see that again. You know, as much as we was going at Trautman, we just can't see him put in that position again. But I mean, look, he can block. He had one reception last week where he caught it like I think he caught it like on fourth down. We went for it or something like that. And yeah, really I don't know what else you can. What more can you ask from him as far as like being a better pass catcher, bro? Because I mean, he hasn't really done much. So
Right.
I don't know what else to expect from Trump, man. I just don't at this point. I I don't want to just sit up here and just flat out call him a bust because I mean maybe it's just slow development. But what's weird to me is not that to me it's not even about like slow development. I just think I just don't understand how he looks worse than what he did last year. When last year he was actually looking okay. He was
Yep.
I mean hell he was beating Devin White in
Yep.
the
Right.
that's why I just don't understand, man. Like why now is he just looking like Dan Arnold 2.0?
Yep. Chris route run. Chris routes he was running, getting open, and it wasn't no he was just it was cause Jared Cook was taking all the pressure. No, Jared
Oh
Cook was
Lord,
food. Yeah, he was food. The majority of the season.
he
So it
was
wasn't
fooled.
nothing like that. He was out playing, and really his role increased, and it was getting to the point to where, at one point, man, we thought he should start over Jared Cook. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know what's going on this year, man. Right now, but hopefully, as far as the deep shots, yeah, I think we should take more shots downfield, and it don't even
Oh
have to be the deep post routes like that. Just some deep pass attempts. Some deeper out routes. Deeper dig routes,
man, look,
not just these short cross routes. We
I understand they got some good defensive players, but like the way they've been playing, which is pretty bad, I needed some creativity, which from Sean this week, man. Like all this predictable stuff, man, it just got to go, bro. It's time to open up the playbook and let James cook.
right,
Because I mean, I mean, when I'm talking about bad, this defense been really. They've been playing horrible. So this is the time for the offense to fully wake up.
right. And when Jameis, if when he get into the rhythm, don't take him out and put Taysom in. And I'm not against Taysom. Taysom in the goal line, man. He had some nice runs. He was bullying guys,
Yeah,
especially for that TD. And ain't nothing against Taysom far as on that end, but when you got Jameis, he far as him as a passer, it hasn't been the numbers ain't been there yet. He hasn't been able to, just pass the ball like that at this point, except last week.
but look,
Yeah, but he
and,
still could have got more.
and I feel like I need to say this because last week, remember somebody was asking if we should just use Taysom every time we get to the red zone. And I mean that's cool and all, you know. I mean, yeah. If that helps, if it seems like a guaranteed touchdown, because that one when he was making those guys missing tackles, trucking people and stuff, man, that was a hell of a play. But what I find crazy is I seen fans, so-called fans, taking jabs at Jameis, talking about his stats. Right? Understand if Taysom's not getting those runs in the red zone, those could easily be passes from Jameis, like 3 touchdowns. So I need to stop saying these silly ass remarks by these fans, man.
Right. And we know the driving force with some of that. We know where
Mm-hmm.
that a lot of that comes from, and it's beyond football.
Yep. Unfortunately.
All right, but let's get to some of these comments. Shout out to T3000. This is a must win. We're Absolutely.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, hell, we want to be over 500 before the bye week,
Right.
and I mean after that, we looking in the face of Seattle on Monday night. Let's not think about it. I'm sorry. That's my fault. That's my fault. I'm sorry.
You good, man. But yeah, we this is a must win. Shout out to Dad that Saint said I'm worried about our O line against the Skins D line.
Yeah, it should be. But I mean, look, man, look, we can do something, dog. We can hold it. Like I mean, Giants out. They don't have. I don't think they got the craziest D line in the league. But we was, Leonard Williams and stuff. We was kind of containing those dudes, man. So I mean, it could be done. We just. I really do believe we need to see Kamara more, man. We just need to, some quick plays, man.
Right. And shout out to CT Crusher. Good to see you back, fam. Said, bro, he was all over the field. Oh yeah. As far as what Taysom, yeah.
Wait. Well, that's no. I think he was referring to Cordero Patterson. He was all over the field versus them. That was earlier when I had
Oh,
said that.
okay. Well, shout out to you. Shout out to you, CT Crusher. And I see a new face in the building. Let me get down to it. Shout out to Picking a Flick it. Who that to you? Welcome, fam. Let's see. And shout out to Pammy Whammy. Said first time here. Hey, who that fam?
Who that?
Who that to you, Pammy Whammy? Hope you enjoy the podcast and hopefully, this podcast becomes one of your go-to Saints podcasts. But welcome. And shout out to John Nolan. He said, "Can y'all go live during the game? We would love to see y'all's reaction during the game."
From me? Nope. If y'all want to see some unrated content, I mean, you'll definitely get that. Cause nah, it may
Yeah,
be
it's something.
it might happen one time in the future, but y'all definitely don't want to hear from me watching the game.
Yeah, I
Imagine
mean, go
imagine
ahead.
last. I'm sorry. Just imagine last week.
Yeah, it's something we had talked about that in the past. We're trying to figure out a way we could show the game without going the copy route. Being blasted for copyright. Trying to figure out a way to do that. I mean, it's a way we could do it, but uh, I mean, I'm the same as WD. Like I'll be going crazy during the ball games. Maybe Uptown. Call it. We can check with them. It's something we hadn't discussed lately, but yeah, I just know I'm real animated. I'm real animated during the Saints game. Yeah, something like last week. It definitely would have been a lot of X-rated, language used. So
Y'all heard him, huh? X-rated.
right.
That's far from
Shout
on.
out to shout out to Chevy Kamar. Believe this is my first time seeing you, Chevy Kamar. Welcome to the show. Said, oh shit, who that again, fam? LOA. Welcome. And you said, I'm not against Taysom, but you're right. Let Jameis play. That's facts. And that's not saying don't utilize Taysom. No, we need to utilize Taysom, but it's certain certain times we should use them, at the QB position. I mean, if you're seeing Jameis getting, especially throwing a deep shot downfield, and let's say he get it at the 1 yard line, okay, or at the 5 or 4 yard line, he catch it, he down at the 5 4 yard line. I mean, it's something like that. And then Taysom goes in, touchdown. But don't throw no deep shot downfield. Can he still catch it? And then Taysom goes back. You put Taysom in the game, and then try to throw a deep shot.
Two
I
deep
mean,
passes in a row. What type of shit is that, CB?
nah, he could have been thinking like, okay, they know that when Taysom back there, we're probably gonna get a run, so that's gonna, the safeties may bite on that. The safeties may play in, bite on that, and which could get Deontay open. You can see it
A
like that,
jump
but
pass
still,
to Deontay, CB. Come on.
yeah. I mean, I still wouldn't do that. I believe that's the only way he's seen that playing out and believe he could get off on that, but still don't do that. But okay, we will. I'm about to put the link in the comment section. You
Hey,
guys want to call in?
like Ingram said, quit running that.
So I'm putting the link in the comment section. Let's see, it's in there now. So you guys can call, gives you your thoughts and opinions on the upcoming matchup. Anything you want to talk about, Saints related. Do you think Adam Troutman needs to be benched? You know,
He's not benched now because I don't see him doing anything on the field right now.
yeah, he really is benched, but he been benched on the field. He's been benched on the field, so he basically on the field and ain't providing nothing. So that's wasting a spot on the field. So let Jawan take care of that. I believe Jawan can, get off a little bit. And before we bring this call on, shout out to Dada Saints for a donation. He said AM needs to be at NOLA right now signing a new deal.
Who was that morning?
AM. Hey, is you talking about Jalen or who's you referring to, Dada?
Now I'm just being stupid. Ignore what I said.
Who did you say?
I said morning.
Oh, who you referring to, fam?
I don't know who that
Let's see.
is. I don't know who that is.
Okay, but we got a call on the line. We got Cedric on the
What's up,
line.
CB?
Cedric, what's good with you,
What's
fam?
up, DW? Can y'all hear me?
DW. Yeah, man. We can.
Yeah, I called Sunday, but I'm gonna kind of say the same thing that I said Sunday. Um, Coach Payton needs to stop letting Hill take other people's plays. If Kamara was on the Ravens, this dude would be the best running back in football. Kamara is not utilized the right way,
Mm-hmm.
especially this year. I mean, he gets his carries this year. He's getting more carries than he normally get. I think last week was the most carries he's ever had in the game, 26. Um, he's been underutilized. Winston, you would have probably the best QBR in the National Football League if you would throw a check down to Kamara. I
By
don't
the
know
way,
if you're alert.
I'm
If
sorry.
you were,
I think it's
oh
fourth in the league right now. His QBR. I think.
yeah, but that number would be he would be probably be the highest if he would learn how to throw to Kamara. I
Mm.
don't know if you're allergic to Kamara, allergic to something this dude wear, but it's like he don't even look this man way.
But
Kamara could
shit,
be
shit.
wide open.
But do you think Sean would like tell him? Do you think he would tell him that?
No, I don't think he
Mm-mm.
would.
Mm-mm. Nothing to help him, right?
No, because if Sean is telling them that, I'm pretty sure he would listen to Sean. Because
Mm-hmm.
if you notice, when Sean says something in the press conference and Jameis gets it, he changes it up the next week.
Mm-hmm.
Like we haven't seen like last week when Sean was talking about that crazy pass he threw at the end zone. Hey, there was a flag on the play,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm pretty sure Winston seen when they threw that flag because he threw it right when he sent him through the flag, and he threw the ball up for grabs. He threw it out of bounds where either one person can catch it, and he got a problem with that, but. He'll come in and do this crazy shit, and he want to defend him. Oh, well, his foot got caught in the turf, and like, so you defend Hill, but you sit up there and put Winston. He shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have had Hill going out there trying to throw a 40-yard pass and make a 5'6" receiver jump up and get it like he Calvin Johnson. That's not a smart play. And it's just a lot of stuff that Hill is doing that I don't like. I mean, I don't care how many times this dude truck over a dude. Please stop letting that man take other people's snaps. If you want to have him lined up at the tight end, put him at tight end. If you want to have him lined up at fullback, make him a fullback. Hell, he probably be a good fullback if you put him up there. But stop letting him line up as a quarterback, because that is something he's not. As a running back, maybe. As a tight end, sure. But stop letting this man steal other people's snaps. I mean, Kamara has no rushing touchdowns because of this man. Kamara has one touchdown this year. They're
Boom. Oh
He
no,
has
no,
one
you hitting it.
touchdown.
You hitting it.
They're underutilizing this man in the red zone. Like when Breeze was a quarterback, look how many touchdowns Kamara had in the red zone last year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I'm not comparing Hill to Breeze, but I mean, y'all been watching Breeze, especially Hill. He been watching Breeze throw that ball for about 4 or 3 years now, and he know what he does. And Jameis said he used to watch Breeze all the time. Why you can't throw to Kamara? And Winston, you was there when Kamara in that Packers game. You was on the sideline when he threw that check down that screen to Kamara, and Kamara took that thing for 50-something yards, breaking all them tackles. And you could see the look on Kamara's face. The man be frustrated, but he's a good teammate. He don't say nothing. I'm sick and tired of us undervaluing this man, underutilizing this man for Taysom Hill. I don't know what kind of affection or love affair that they got going on, but it needs to stop. Taysom Hill needs to play tight end or fullback. If he ain't doing that, don't have him out here stealing snaps from Winston. Just like you said, I think URCB said it that every time Winston getting the groove going, and I've noticed that he puts Taysom in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Winston is completing 12 passes. Well, let me put Taysom in and see can he do the same thing. Like, come on, dude. You know, that's all I want to say. I don't want to hold y'all up. I just think that he needs to stop stealing Kamara's plays. Stop stealing Winston plays. If you want this dude to do something on the field, let him do it. But he don't need to be. You named Jameis as the starter. When you got out, you told us that Jameis Winston is the damn starter. I'd have seen more Taysom than I've seen of Jameis at time. That man is a starter. Let him play the starting quarterback. When Breeze was out there and he was playing a full game, you let him play until you wanted to do a run play with Kamara. Run play with Hill. Why not do that? Why not do that with him? It's like he's every third down he's putting Hill in.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's the third down quarterback or something. Damn. That's all I want to say, y'all.
Yeah.
It's just frustrating when you have a good running back like Kamara and the dude only has one touchdown. That is shameful. That is pitiful. Like
you preaching.
Yeah.
You preaching right now. Talking about holding us up. You preaching right now.
Yeah, it's pitiful. Like, come on, Sean Payton. Get Kamara. You paid the man all this big money. Alvin is the best. I don't care what nobody say. Alvin Kamara is the best all-around running back in the National Football League. Yeah, you got Christian McCaffrey, but this dude don't do nothing but take checkdowns and do what you could put Kamara at wide receiver, and Kamara will go up and maul somebody. We seen him do it versus that dude versus the Chargers.
Oh
Like,
man,
what
but
is
you know what? But you know what? When you say that, people say that about Christian McCaffrey. But here's the funny thing: Kamara was legitimately doing that his rookie year. I don't know why I don't know why we stopped doing that with him. He was. I remember he was catching the ball downfield versus. I think he did it a few times last season.
Remember that Patriots game when he did it to Stephon Gilmore? He mossed that man.
Exactly. That I remember one with Levante David versus the Bucks downfield. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So all that, bro. You right, man.
Yeah, you know that's all I'm gonna say, CB. And y'all have a good night. And, you know it's who that, but Payton, if you listening, stop stealing Kamara plays.
Right. Facts.
Preach.
Shout out to Cedric. That's all facts right there. Before we bring
shit, man, we might have to send that to a few people too. But I mean, it ain't gonna go in the head because we know what he's saying.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Want to give a shout out to RG Scott for
Shout
the
out
$9.99 donation. We definitely appreciate all these donations y'all been giving. I know the last 3-4 shows somebody's giving a donation. So we definitely appreciate that. So next we got the OG Jerry Poor in the building. OG, what's good with you, fam?
What's up, CB? What's up, WD?
What's up, Jerry?
Not much, man. Another day. Ready for Sunday.
So how you feeling? How you feeling going into this game? You know, for us, their offense and defense.
Well, CB and WD after that last game, I I hope they got their stuff together, man. I hope they really got their stuff together. Cause that defense, my goodness gracious. Oh, bro, these guys need to wake up, bro. They need to. They ain't had a sack in. Ooh, I mean, no pressure on Daniel Jones, no sack on him. I know we made like one or two turnovers in the game. I understand that, but dude, y'all got to get to the quarterback, man. I mean, y'all just need to wake up. Y'all really need to wake up, and that's all I'm saying right there. But everybody blasting Sean Payton. You can tell I was blasting too. But dude, CB and WD. I got a question for you. Oh, before I get to that question, shout out to everybody in the chat. I hope everybody is doing well. Who that to y'all? I love you all. But I got a question, CB and WD. Why would you like go? Why would you challenge a spot in the game and Lord knows you're gonna lose it? Why? Why do you want to lose a challenge? And everything was going just fine for the New Orleans Saints, but why you want to challenge a play that don't even exist? Help me with that.
I mean, not only did he do that, but he didn't challenge a bad spot before that. It's like I don't get why he didn't challenge that one instead of that. And then that one was on second down. So really, I'm gonna keep it real with you, Jerry. I can't answer that. I'm pretty sure no one can answer that, but we can probably
He,
think that he's on something. I don't know.
WD, I'm like you, bro. I got nothing. I got absolutely nothing.
Well, he
And
said
another,
in his press conference. Oh, I ain't mean to cut you off, but he
no.
said
Go
in his
ahead,
press
CB.
conference.
Go ahead.
Well, they asked him about it in the press conference after the game, and he just said he felt strongly, about that,
Shit.
you know, about the Yoda. That's why he, challenged it.
Yeah, tear some stubbed his toe, right?
Mm, 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 mm. And that's another question I want to ask you, CB and WD can back me up on this. When it comes to fourth down and let's say fourth and inches, fourth and short, fourth and one or two, why the hell you want to punt the ball? Why? You got Alvin Kamara, you got Taysom Hill, you got these other running backs. Just let them run the ball to get a first down to keep your drive going. Cause I'm sure you do it. Cause CB, I'm sure you do it a lot on your Madden streams, bruh, and I do it too. But you can't. If it's fourth and long, I understand. Punt the ball. Don't try to go for it. That way, the other team will have a better shot to score a touchdown. I mean, think, Sean Payton. Think, bruh. Come on, bruh.
Jerry, you asking us this, but here's the thing: this man let what's his name, Rosa. I keep calling him Rosetta Stone because I don't know what to call
I
him.
call him Rose ass. I'm glad he's gone.
Well,
Hey,
what's the
but
new
to,
kicker?
but to have him, I'm sorry, but to have him kick a 58-yard field goal, that just says everything you need to know. The new kicker is God, that is
Cody Parker.
Cody Parker. You know what that is, right?
Yeah, I remember
Didn't
when we used
didn't
to
he
play with
chip
Chicago.
something?
Call him Doink.
The Bears, man.
If
You know
y'all
that
remember, if y'all
you know
remember that
that
Chicago
famously.
Philadelphia game
Yeah.
where he tried to kick the game win, either the game winning field goal or tied the game up to go to overtime, he missed it. I know you're talking about, and the Chicago Bear fan was shooting off at the mouth on that kicker after the game was over. I remember. But at least you got a better kicker than the previous one that just left. I'm glad he's gone because that. And I see Miss Towers, T. Mama Smacker Smith say, "Man, missed a 38 field goal." I say, "Shoot, he missed more than a 38-yard field goal. I mean, he missed that. Dude even missed an extra point. I mean, come on. I mean, seriously, that's a good thing. Good thing Ross ass is gone. That's what I call him because he was straight up ass in the kicking game. Built like a linebacker, but my God. I'm glad he's gone, and I'm glad we got a new kicker. And I see we got some other players that we signed too, so I'm satisfied with that.
Well, Pammy Whammy said, "Hell, he can't be no worse than Roses."
I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
This is October, right? This is
Yeah.
trick or treat, right?
Well, I mean, well, what the hell Lutz at? I mean, how long do Lutz need?
Bro, I'm gonna say it like this. You saying look, you asking that question. Now I need you to not forget what happened last year with Lutz. Lutz was starting to miss field goals last year. So what if this man come back with the same energy? I'm just saying, bro, like that.
My goodness. I'm just tired of missed opportunities, man. I'm tired of missed field goals. I'm tired of missed extra points. I said, just give me a kicker that can just make it straight, make it good. Don't give me a kicker that can't kick worth a shit, bro. I mean, just give me somebody that can help us win a game. And
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at the super chat, man.
Yeah, he should be definitely mad because he the one that is the reason why we're 2-2 right now. We should have been 3-1. All they had to do was keep running the ball, and it was like, okay, we was up like 21-10. Okay, all you have to do was keep running the football, milk that clock. That would have set us at 3-1, tied with Carolina. But no, this man want to do something stupid and give the Giants a better opportunity to tie the game up and force overtime to beat us. That's not good coaching, bro. And everything was running fine in 3 quarters and a half, I will say. You got to finish strong with that stuff, man, because you're not. And like I said a week ago when we got ready to face the Giants on Sunday, we don't know which team that you're going to get. We don't know which team you're going to get. That's why you got to show up and play because we don't know what this other team going to do. And look what happened. Look what happened.
Right.
And we sitting at 2-2 right now, getting ready to go to Washington Sunday.
Yeah, but we gonna rebound. We gotta rebound. You know, Washington.
We will. I said I was trying to give the Who That Nation a healing process, a motivation, and everything. But I'll be honest with you, I was not happy. I'm gonna be straight shot with you, CB. I was not happy, bro. I understand. And also one other thing, and I'm gonna get ready to get out of here because I know we got some more callers on here coming up. What's the deal? Okay, Jameis Winston, he was out there balling. I mean, the dude didn't even throw an interception in the game, only scored 2 touchdowns. Okay, but Sean Payton, why in the blue hell do you want to take Jameis Winston out to put Taysom Hill in there and throw a stupid play, or throw an interception? And oh my God, I know he scored 2 touchdowns, but why in the hell you want to put him in there? And Jameis Winston was out there balling, and you're gonna put him out there to throw an interception?
I gotta read this comment from Dada regarding Dada said Taysom be throwing up chickens, ducks, hawks, eagles, red birds, crows, flying fish.
That's
Please
Damn.
stop throwing over 20 yards.
God damn, the whole wildlife catalog.
Good.
That I went all manifesto on that comment.
Oh man.
Man, what that was fun. Jesus,
Oh, man.
But no, that's all. That's all I got, fellas. I just want to come on here and give my thoughts and opinions, man. And once again, shout out to everybody in the chat. I see Tess in the building. I see T Mama in the building. I see my good buddy Miss Anna. I see Pammy Whammy. Thanks for coming over here for the first time. And also shout out to Chevy Camara. All the first timers, appreciate y'all coming on here. I'm glad y'all came over here thanks to me. And shout out to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? We in this thing together. We are all in this thing together. All we just like I said, we just gotta take it one game at a time. And hope and I ain't gonna give no prediction. I'm gonna just leave it blank.
All right, man.
I'm just gonna leave it blank because if I say a prediction, I'm gonna say it wrong. So I'm gonna just drop it for now and I'll just say predict the Saints win and just leave it at that. Because we got this game coming up, we got a bye week, and you're right, WD. We do have a Monday night game on the 25th in Seattle. So hopefully some of our guys will come back.
Right. So Jerry, man, we definitely appreciate you for calling in, fam. Who
No
that to
problem,
you,
CB.
fam?
Shout out to you, CB and WD and the entire Who That Nation chat line crew, to Miss Carly, to Uptown, to Payton, to Flamer, all the great people out there. Also shout out to everybody out there. You know what I'm saying, to the Saints podcast out there, all of y'all. Much love to y'all.
Right. Appreciate that, Jerry.
All right, CBWD. Y'all have a good night and good night, chat. I'll still be in the chat, but I'm getting ready to head on out of here. Who that?
Who that?
Who that?
Life. Peace.
All right. Before we bring the next caller in, want to shout out to James Smart for the $4.99 super chat donation. Shout out to you, fam. Said Cody Parker ain't no better.
That's the one that had me rolling.
We definitely agree, fam. I just hope he got, one game. He give us one game. And now thinking about it, with Quan and all of them, they probably just gonna hold him out to after the bye week. I mean, we just roll this game and then just let them get that extra additional week. So if he can just give us one good game, James, think that's gonna do us well. So I think they're gonna hold Lutz out. Well, they definitely gonna hold him out to after the bye week. So yeah, but he definitely ain't no better. But next we got Kenny Stills. We got Kenny Stills in the building. Kenny Stills, what's good?
Hey fam, what's going on? It's Kenny Stills up in the building.
What you got for us, Kenny Stills?
Hey, I just want to let you guys know, I'm pissed at Champagne too. I'm about ready to slap him at practice. You know what I mean? I get a touchdown every game. I'm open every play. Where the ball at though? Ain't going my direction. And keep throwing to Taysom. What the hell's up with that? I should be number one wide receiver right now. Correct, guys? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure I'm the fastest.
Man, you supposed to have the most yards.
That's what I'm trying to say, And then big ass Trouton's dumbass. I mean, he can't guard nobody. I told Champagne's ass, man, keep his ass on the bench. Throw in Will Clapp in his spot or something. Because I mean, that big old Trout, he probably can't catch a fish in a goddamn swimming pool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right about that. But I gotta ask you a question, Stills.
What's going on, brother?
Why number 12?
Well, Sean
That's supposed to
Payton.
be quiet storm, man. Come on, man.
I know. It's supposed to be quiet storm. I tried to get Eddie Foe, but Little Jordan said, you know, he was going to be on the active roster. Then
Oh,
I
he
told,
ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing.
yeah, I know he ain't doing. I told Sean Payton, let me get my 84 back, and he told me number 12's open. I'm like, man, that's a big shoes to fill. But I'm ready to strap on them cleats and go to town. We just gotta let Jameis Winston start throwing them. You see what happens when I get open pretty much every play. But I mean, Sean Payton ain't looking my way.
I agree, Kenny. I agree.
Man, it's driving me nuts. 2 touchdowns now brought back due to a holding call. Man, one more and that's it, man. I'm gonna throw the cleats right at the refs.
Nah, we don't need you to do that, man. We gotta hold on to as many receivers as possible. Just hold tight, man. You gonna get your shot.
I know I'll get my shot, but don't worry. Hey, Mike T coming back. I mean, Traquan. I know he been rehabbing for years now on that ankle, but he might be coming back pretty stronger than ever. But we got to worry. We got to worry about his ankle, so we're gonna take that up for the rest of the year, though. So, but once Mike Thomas get back, man, I mean, we already know Sean needs to sign me for a year at least. Because, I mean, I'm tired of getting reverted back to the practice squad. Do I look like practice squad material?
Man, listen.
Nah, you definitely ain't practice squad material.
Yeah, what the hell Sean doing? I mean, man.
I tell you what, he took too long to sign you.
Man, I was calling him. I told him pick up the phone.
Chevy Kamara said, "Believe in the black and gold, Kenny."
But yeah, hey, you know what? I believe in the black and gold. And guess what, guys? Don't lose faith in Sean Payton. Don't lose trust in the Saints. Our defense, we had a bad game. You know what I'm saying? Our offense had an okay game. I mean, if we didn't get that holding call, I mean, we would have won the game. In Steele's name. You know what I'm saying? Because of my touchdown. But with that being said, you know what I'm saying? We need to open up the field more. You see what Jameis Winston can do once we open up the field, but Sean Payton's over here, crying about, interceptions and shit. Well, he ain't getting interceptions if he ain't trying, right?
Well, the other guy's getting interceptions, but
That's what.
I hear he stubbed his toe, so it is.
Yeah,
what it is.
that's what I'm. Hey, I thought he went with the Rodgers excuse. He got hit in the nuts, but no, he said he had turf toe and kind of scuffed his toe there on that play. That's why he threw the interception, guys. So don't hate on him too bad. Little toe turf, he's fine.
Wow.
I know, but he still shouldn't have thrown that, man. I was wide open on that play too.
Damn. Yeah,
I know.
man.
I was wide open on the sideline because Sean Payton didn't throw me in. Still wide open though. Hey, I'm gonna call Sean tonight about 3 a.m. I'm just gonna let him know I'm still open.
Well, yeah, do that because that'll piss him off, and he'll entertain it.
I know. I'm trying, man. But I don't know what to do. What do you guys think? Come Sunday, you guys think I'm gonna get a strike a deal with Sean, or you guys gonna think he's gonna kick me to the gun? You know what I'm saying? What do you think?
He might kick it to the curb, bro. Yeah, man.
Man, that's screwed up, man. You really gonna do me like that? Man, these Saints fans are messed up, man. They ain't got no faith in their brother. Hey, man, this is Kenny Stills right here, brother. I mean, hey, we go run routes together.
Wow, man. you got anything else for us, Kenny?
Hey, the only thing I got for you guys is, hey, watch out for my 50-yard touchdown come Sunday. I'll leave you on that.
I'm looking for it.
Ooh, we definitely looking forward to that. Shout out to Kenny Stills. Also, shout out to another donation made by Miss Anna. Miss Anna, we definitely appreciate you on this show. You know that. So much love to you and thank you for another donation from you. Okay, so now we got 504 Boss Man in the building. 504 Boss Man. What's good with you, fam? Welcome.
What's happening with it, man? What's going on, bro? And shout out to my boy Uptown. I know he usually be up here, be speaking that knowledge, but shout out to Big Homie. Um, you
Sure.
know what, bro? That's one of the good things about having a show like this right now, because you get different people's perspectives, and after a few days of chilling out and cooling down, that wasn't the worst game we ever had. It's just we're so used to being successful
Mm-hmm.
and pulling through with them type of games, dog. Like we all overreact. Sean Payton is gifted at what he does, but he's an egomaniac, and I think we it's the thing we love to hate about him. When it's working for him, he's A1 steak sauce. Can't nobody touch his jockstrap. But when he off, dude be call challenges on second and shorts, second and inches. Like who a high school coach wouldn't do that. But I'm gonna leave that alone. You know, bro, and he really was fussing with the ref for like 5 minutes. Y'all seen that? Like,
Mm-hmm.
come
He got
on,
mad.
dude.
He
Like,
got mad.
you losing. You're losing the momentum of the game. You trying to fuss with the first of all, everybody say the refs are against us. So why are you trying to even work with them? Let me stop, bro. I'm spitting some knowledge and I'm getting negative again. I'm trying to
Nah,
be positive.
you keeping it all the way 100. That's
You know.
facts, man.
Yeah, bro. Sean got to take his head. And what I don't like is Sean states the obvious, bro. He needs to sharpen up his skills because okay, so it's so many small details that cost us this game. I mean, 21-10 in the third quarter. When the last time you heard us lose a game 21-10, bro?
Mm-hmm.
When? False start on third down. Like, how many third and longs did we have when you know you're not gonna let Jameis Winston throw anything less than 50 yards?
Hey man, you about to make yourself mad again.
I-
Just thinking about it.
Sean don't need to make me assistant coach, bro. Me and him gonna be squabbling up in the drum training room. But okay. I think Cedric was talking about. See, this the thing, bro. And I don't think a lot of us really understand how special of a player Alvin Kamara is. Alvin Kamara is a generational special player. When people was talking about trading him, I was like, hell, we might as well trade the Saints. Because dude can be 90% of your offense and you will still have a chance to win. What I
Mm-hmm.
don't understand about Sean Payton and his infatuation with Taysom Hill, I'll rock with Taysom the long way. Fumbles, long punts, and all. You feel me? Taysom is a dog. After I seen
Mm-hmm.
him run over 3 dudes, that shows you that boy bleed black and gold. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just you can't use him in all these situations trying to be too cute. You start to be too. The Giants started having momentum, bro, at the point to where they was throwing everybody back. Once Winston threw the ball deep 50 yards, the commentator said they pinning the cornerbacks back and the safeties helping them. And what happened the next play? He threw a pick with Taysom Hill
And
to
honestly,
Devontae Harris.
the Deontay was open. He just
He
didn't
was
leave. If he would
open,
have
but
let
he's
him on the route, he
5'2" and a
still would have
half.
got off.
Devontae Harris is 5'2" and a half in 3/4, bro.
It's not even just that. Don't forget, every
The dude
defense,
jumped over his head. Did you see that? It was like a little baby holding
I
a
saw
man
it.
holding a baby.
But the thing about it is what Shine don't seem to understand is that every deep pass Taysom threw has been underthrown too. So,
Taysom? Yeah. So the thing about Taysom, bro, is his technique and his footwork. He's not getting enough. First of all,
oh shit, man, you don't even have to describe him, man. He's not a quarterback.
listen, bro. But what kills me is this. Well, what I was tripping about at the end of the game, and I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just critique a few things. We should have started blitzing, and he was scared to blitz. But when you have a Debo getting burnt every play, why you don't put Roby in? Didn't we just trade a 3rd round or 4th round pick for him?
Mm-hmm.
Where's he at?
Well, they probably don't want to take a Debo off the field too soon because they don't want him to lose his confidence. That's the only
Didn't you think he
logical
lost it?
explanation.
Didn't you think he lost it by the second quarter? I mean, where was the confidence by the third quarter, bro? They threw to him every play, and people talk about Lattimore. Barkley is an all-pro running back, bro. He's gonna get a 50-yard play. He has one of those type of plays every game when he's healthy. He has one. People don't know that because they don't watch the Giants. Barkley is like he's top 5, top 10 type of talent. So he's gonna get a 40-yard run, a 50-yard catch, but they always lose. So that's why, like, it's an Odell thing with them. They always have a superstar player they can't win with. So I was thinking myself, I'm like, why are the Giants not using Barkley? Because they wasn't even running him all game. Soon as the defense started getting tired, they started running that ball, bro.
You asked them why they ain't using Barkley? Like we ain't having the same.
I'm just saying, bro. They didn't use him all game to the fourth quarter, though, bro. You know that.
And at least they use him at some point.
You wasn't scared of Barkley, bro?
Oh no! He's look, man. I'm just no. He's a beast. What I'm saying is, at least they use him. At least they use him.
Exactly. He could see. The thing is, Kamara could do everything he can do, but better. And that's what I'm tripping on. Why you don't do these bubble plays for Kamara? Like, start trying to get him the ball in space. And I'm not talking about this choreograph. You can see, you about to throw the Kamara because Jameis looking to the sidelines. Like, people been watching us do that for 5 years, bro. So it's like, I think in our spirit, bro, we need to let Drew Brees go. I'm going to just be honest, dog. I think we still have the spirit of Drew in the Superdome, and it's hurting us so bad that we're not used to Drew throwing to the water boy, the Girl Scout, the assistant trainer. Like, that boy Drew used to have about 15 players with catches, bro. Like, we got to realize it's not going to be like that no more. Yep. And I have to accept it in myself. And I have to be happy with Jameis and Taysom. Like, we just going to have to be happy with these hard-headed motherfuckers. I mean, we're going to have to be real with it, bro. We're going to have to love them and take them how they go. Jameis has to start taking his time with his progressions, bro. It's going to be a problem when we start playing better teams.
Oh, we about to start playing better teams, too.
Washington is you know what's crazy? Washington is 2 times better than the Giants, dog, with playoff experience. You know what I'm saying? And y'all seen the Washington team they was balling last year. So this is that same team. They got Chase Young. They got all these big old 6'7" dudes that's strong and fast. You think Jameis gonna have that much time to throw the ball? Jameis has to make sharp and quick, sharp decisions, bro. And I think he has to play like, when Michael Thomas come back, I think they're going to get along real good because that deep ball, if that's the only thing that worked for us, we're not going nowhere, bro. It's going to start to get predictable. And I think that's really the only thing that's really we have to look at that, that's a bright spot on the offense. I mean, what other things are y'all happy about with the offense? Are y'all happy with anything else besides the D-ball?
Oh, well, I mean, hell, I've been saying, Shine, he ain't opening up the playbook, man. So it is what it is. Ain't really much to look forward to because they finally got a 100-yard game from Kamara, man. He still lose the ball game.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, we're not utilizing the screen game. We're not utilizing AK in the pass attack in the backfield. Just imagine, we was a heavy screen, team.
We was the best screen team in the league for years. And we just gave it up. Like, we don't even do tight end screens. We the main team that do tight end screens. We don't do that. Troutman needs to go to the practice squad or something. He's irrelevant. The only thing I know he did last game was hold. That's all I remember him for doing for anybody.
Troutman, he just done. He exists. Like,
so Warren Johnson needs to be the number one. Warren Johnson is a dog. He's a dog. He got my respect. He's good. He has good hands. And he's a good red zone threat. One more question for y'all. Do y'all feel like we have an issue anything in the 30, the opponent's 30-yard line? I keep on seeing us getting stalled around the 30, 35 and not doing nothing with it. Are y'all noticing that? And then
No.
like field goals, we don't even go for field goals. Then we do go for field goals, we miss them. Like we supposed to go for touchdowns. You're not gonna win the game if you're going for field goals, bro. We in the NFL. Have y'all noticed anything with that?
Wait,
I
did
think I'm.
you say going for field? We not going for field goal? Is that what you saying?
So we go for field goals. When we do go for field goals, and like say in the 30, we miss
Hmm.
them. But when we go
Oh
for
yeah, of
four,
course.
we miss it still. Like you do a swing toss to Kamara, and they just blow it up. Like we kept like in the Giants game, we kept on getting into the opponent's 40-yard line and stalling right there, stalling. We couldn't move, and they stopped using Kamara at the end of the game. Y'all noticed that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we not. I mean, it just come down to us not utilizing all the all the access
Mm-hmm.
in Sean's arsenal. I don't know why he's not bringing out that, but all that goes hand in hand. Even when we get start getting in the 40 to 30 yard line, all that stuff comes into play. These dump
Mm.
passes to AK, little angle routes, screens, stuff like
10
that.
yards, easy 10
Yeah,
yards.
yep.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate y'all, man. I believe we're gonna win this next game.
All
I
right.
think we're gonna play good this next game because this is embarrassing in front of every fan. That team that was embarrassed, that wasted their money to go to Superdome. But I don't want us to win this game and be happy because we can lose the next game after that. I want us to start having a streak of games, dog. This 2-2 shit is not us. But who that and Sean, bro, you need to stay off the whatever you popping, bro. Save that for Monday, dog. Save it for Monday, bro. Don't
Well,
don't do no challenges for no first down in the inches, bro. Don't do it no more. I'm out.
all right, man. Who that?
Right there. Who that?
Well, we better be that.
This is a very important. Will Nick Vanette be back?
Oh man, I don't know.
Shit,
I'm
man.
gonna assume. I'm gonna assume all those guys, most of those guys are coming back after the bye week. Gotta think that, bro.
Yeah, that's true. But now we got CT Crusher in the building. CT Crusher, what's good with you,
Whoa.
fam?
Hey man, y'all gotta excuse me, bro. I'm sitting in the car. Got that my light in the Jeep, it goes be flashing like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm on wrestling entrance or something like Monday Night Raw or something. But yeah, bro. What's good with y'all, man?
We just trying to hope. Well, we hope the Saints win. That's about it, man.
That's all we can do, right?
All right.
You feel me? You know, I mean, it's been a lot of hot takes since Sunday. You feel me? It's been a lot of people chiming in and very opinionated. Shit, we almost turned into one of the most brutal markets of teams in the league. Shit,
Well, that's their fault. That's their fault.
yeah, it is their fault. You shit, man. Mental illness is running rampant in Louisiana. Motherfuckers, that shit, I deal with it too. But all joking aside, man, we just gotta stay focused at one game at a time. Like football is one of them things, bro. Sports in general. I could just say football personally that because I played. You know, it's one of those. It's an empirical process, which means it's the experience. It's the snaps. It's what you see. It's all about you. Documenting what you see and what you notice and tendencies and setting up tendencies and breaking down propensities and moving on to the next play. It's such a situational game. It's never about you seeing repeated success over something we've done, last week or the game before, things like that. It's all about the game right now. It's all about the mismatch right now, what we can take advantage of. We really have to stop comparing, past success and thinking that just because it worked, it could work again. We got to start understanding that football is way much more developed than that. It's a little bit more complex than just saying, well, we did it, it worked, so let's do it again. Sometimes a lot of times that don't work. You know, the league, bruh, the league catch on to what you do. Coaches see tendencies on different looks and personnels, and they go play by play. It's almost like how a doctor and doctors in medicine in general, they find new diseases every day. They find new microbes. They find new organisms every day. Only thing they can do is try to combat that. You know, all they could do is try to progress in what they in their research to fight off another disease, to fight off another sickness, another illness, another problem, because these things happen. We absolve things, and we find resolution, and then the next day it's another problem. And that's a sports is as well, like, and especially football, because it's one of those things. Is like, you see something, all you could do is, when you run up against it again, you be prepared for it, and you do something different. You keep it in your filing cabinet, your different personnels, the different things that what people see. you know we gotta pay attention to how you supposed to play the game. We gotta understand that, yes, we got some weapons. Yes, we got some talent, but we really don't have no supporting cast right now, at all. We don't have no number two running back. And Tony Jones has been good, but we don't have no offensive line that's been, efficiently, consistently blocking and making gaps and making holes and running patterns and doing what they're supposed to do off top. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
without that, without no number two, without Tony Jones, which Tony been okay, but I miss Latavius, because Latavius was such a big, powerful back. It was the ball control. It was not only the ball control and the hitting the hole and taking what the defense would give him. It was also just the knowledge. He's seen things, the familiarity. His catching out the backfield. We starting over with Tony Jones, and we got to give him a chance. But at the same time, there's a lot of possessions that we wish we could have had back, because I've seen Tony do a little bit much, do a little bit more, vertical dancing than I wanted to see from him. He thinking a little bit too much. The vision gonna come. The vision gonna come. But a couple plays I've seen, you're trying to find a home run instead of taking what the defense give you, and you got to do that in the league. You got to do that. Every play could be your last play. But without those two factors, you're not getting Alvin Kamara running in the flats. You're not getting him in the swings. You're not getting him doing your angles and tables and all type of things, because you're not having nobody in the backfield taking that load off of your running back, your runner back. You know what I'm saying? It got to work both
Mhm.
ways. You can't have Alvin doing this and then not have him wanting to be on the flats and swings and wheels and other things like that. Yet, I heard, the caller say earlier about the wheel routes and everything. And of course, Alvin is one of the best coming out the backfield catching the ball. But if we don't have nobody doing what a running back's supposed to do efficiently, we don't have an offensive line that's blocking efficiently, then we're not
Mhm.
moving along. We're not taking advantage of having talent with Alvin. So we at where we at right now. It ain't no snap the fingers and Avengers and unite. It ain't no, you know, situation where we could just come up in. We got to stay down till we come up. We need our players back. We need Michael back. You feel me? We need Teron Armstead back. That man is the pedals to the bike for our offensive line. You know, he without that, you missing a lot on the perimeter edge. You missing a lot on that left side. So Cesar Ruiz I seen him, identifying the mic. I seen him doing a couple things that was kind of leader, assertive, against the Giants, but he hasn't really done that. He's not been training for that. This is all new. And we just gotta take it as it go, bro. We can't always compare what we've done and think we could do it again, because teams see that and we gotta do something different. I don't understand the Taysom Hill take the ball to the right side and lead block this and run it. I totally don't get that. But I'm not Sean Payton either. You know what I'm saying? We did the jump pass one time in the red zone, and which eventually couldn't even pass it. So he ran, got the edge and got a touchdown. But I'm not understanding that. He just drive that and drive that and drive that, and of course people notice what we doing. I don't see why we keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, bro, we gotta understand that the next play is the best play. Period. And when we see things, notice it and do it, and be prepared for what we see next time. We're not doing a lot offensively right now because we don't have no wide receivers. You gotta understand, like Sean Payton. I think the whole little statement of the week has been Sean Payton and trust and Tate and Jameis and all. If you look at schematic standpoint, you look at the play calling standpoint. Coach Sean trusts Jameis Winston. You know why? Because he's calling plays, he's calling Yankee concepts, he's calling L concepts, he's calling levels and cells and floods. He's calling these plays that can allow us to attack the intermediate, the seam, the long. These plays are called up for him to do these things. But if we got our leading wide receiver averaging 2.8 yards of separation and not really efficient route runner, and that's trickling down to having Deontay Harris be our best route runner, which is I'm not no knock to Deontay, but if that's our best route runner, then we got a lot of work to do. Because you can't send Deontay on no crossers, no slant patterns, no mesh patterns, and get him across the field on the seams. He's too small. He can only do what he can do. You know what I'm saying? What people it's just been a lot of hot takes, bro. Honest to God, I'm gonna say a lot of people talk about the pass and the play calling, and you gotta understand what we was trying to do, which is good logic. We was trying to catch them sleeping. We was trying to catch them slipping right after the holding call, put Taysom in there, and try to attack the other seam. It was only Kenny attacked the right hash. We was trying to go and attack the left seam, and it would have worked because Deontay had the inside leverage on the route like he was supposed to, which he's awesome at. Coach Curtis didn't work with Deontay. He just didn't leveled up. You know what I'm saying? Overnight, bro. His route running is crazy. But he's always been good at that because he's so small, and it's hard to get that inside leverage on somebody so fast and small in the first place. But once again, Taysom did what Taysom did. But you gotta understand the logic. The logic was there for that to happen that way. I'm not with the whole stub his toe, and we gotta understand Taysom is not the long ball. He can't do that. He don't have enough poise. He don't have enough technique to do that. And we've seen it time and time again. That was the whole thing this offseason was, is his release better? Is his technique better? Look at his feet. Is he getting the ball out? The velocity, everything. It just never changed. He is who he is. You know what I'm saying? So like that just don't work with Taysom. The logic was there though. I think the delayed game at the end of the game that killed a lot of momentum. I think Sean got the call, the play calling in late to Jameis when it was only like 3 or 4 seconds left on the play clock. I don't know why they was doing that. They was trying to be slow and drain the clock, but at the same time, he waited way too long to get that play in. I think that killed a lot of momentum. I think we played pretty good. I think of all the little factors and all the little efficiencies and flaws we've had all season, I think they came together when we played New York. I think our offensive line surged well. I think we got the interior zone and perimeter zone edge rushing, the running. We was good. We was being efficient. Jameis was reading. Jameis was getting through his progressions, making some zips, doing what he's supposed to do. We still didn't get a lot of separation. You go look at the film, but our defense was not playing as well as we like. But if you was to tell me all of these things that we've been talking about all year was to, just come together and start to be cohesive like that, I would have told you we definitely gonna win that game. But a lot of things that we've been talking about all year actually came together. 17 to 23, 223 yards, 26 yards. Jameis doing his thing. Our offensive line blocking. We're doing a lot of things that we've been wanting to see all year. It just didn't come together because it's not about the game. It's not about the plays. It's about the moments. And a couple moments in that game, we definitely had a mental lapse. Marshawn Lattimore had a couple plays where it was some mental lapse. He didn't get burned. If you're talking about mentally burned, then yeah, but not physically. It's a mental lapse, some brain farts. You know what I'm saying? Paulson was just getting picked on. He's just a rookie. Like we talk about snaps and we talk about looks and talking about what he's seen. He's just not seen enough. And Jason Garrett took advantage of that in the second half, and we couldn't blitz nobody because if we would have blitzed, then Daniel Jones would have took them passing lanes and would have raised it up, cut us up even more than what he did in our zone coverage already. So we try to be cool and calm. I seen we did some defensive stunts, some twist stunts with I think that was Cam, I think that was Tuttle on the left side. We did some twists and some stunts trying to get more efficient pressure on Daniel Jones. We just didn't have a good game, which we really having a struggle at that since week 2. But I thought we should have did more defensive stunts. We couldn't have pressured him and blitzed like we wanted to because of what Daniel Jones would have done. Jason Garrett would have done what they've already seen of what they was taking advantage of. We tried to get in man, it didn't help him. We tried to get in zone, it didn't help him. But guess what? We got to live and die with that. That's a rookie cornerback. He got talent. He got technique. He got to be more familiar with the league, with the teams, and he's doing what he's supposed to do, and he's going to continue to do that. You feel me? But we just got to take it one play at a time. We got to take it 1 second at a time. We got to make sure that we temper our expectations. I was telling my cousin the other day, for 15, 20 years, my team has been it just has been as correct and as reliable on success and regular season wins as any team in the league. We've never dropped in regular season games, especially at home. We're not doing none of that. But we have to understand this is a brand new experience for us. It's going to be a lot of things that's going to look crazy and funky and stupid and like we ain't seen in the past 2 decades. But this is a brand new team. This is not Drew Brees. This is not that same resourcefulness we've seen from the quarterback position. We got to give Jameis enough time to develop, get our receivers back, get some confidence, some cohesion, and we're going to be okay. We already got some explosiveness. We just need our parts together. You feel what I'm saying? Of course, we got to play better defensively on the defensive line. I want to see Cam get a little bit more I want to see him get more pressures. I want to see his hands be a little bit more violent. I want to see our defensive line interior start to be a little bit more violent with their hands, starting to shoot gaps, starting to penetrate, starting to get them stops, which running we okay. But passing, we got to do better at getting some pressure on the quarterbacks. We should target. I think we're going to blitz a little bit more this week because Tyler Hanukki is he's not Daniel Jones. We're not scared of him taking off. And we're not afraid of him doing anything to pick up on that blitz. So we're going to see some pressure at him. We just got to get better. We just definitely got to get better. On the counterpart of that, I think we're going to run some screen plays like we haven't seen exactly this year. We're going to try to neutralize that outside rush from their D-line by having some tunnels, some jailbreaks, some loops, some shakes, some delays, some screen plays, make them calm down and back up a little bit. Once we can get that defensive line backed up and not so confident, then we can start maneuvering around. But we definitely got to neutralize their pass rush because them dudes is hungry. They secondary and their defense as a whole hasn't played as well as I would have thought. Especially me, I picked them on fantasy, but their defensive line is bar none. So we're gonna neutralize them. Hopefully, we can neutralize them early in the game, and we can start to move around in the playbook. Jameis Winston, Sean Payton got to trust the wide receiver core. Once we can get them trust and we can be good, we got to get a tight end. We got to get Adam Troutman moving. If we're not going to get him catching the ball and blocking and doing all of these things, then we need to find somebody that can, because we cannot keep having two players coming into a game, taking one role and one player and taking both of them trying to do two different things. We gotta have Adam be better. We got to have him be better, because right now in our 21 offense, we putting Adam in, we putting Jawan in. Jawan obviously getting the passing. Adam is getting a lot of the blocking and the inline blocking, but teams is going to pick up on them tendencies. We got to have some more talent at a tight end level. We can't run tight end screens if we ain't got no tight end that's catching the ball like we supposed to. We got to start having more talent there. We need more talent, man. We all right. We need talent, man. We got the gun. We need the ammunition. You feel me? We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. We're going to make it there. Look, like I said the other day, and it's going to be the last thing I say, man, time can be such an insignificant thing, bro. We looking at right now. We looking at next year. We got a whole history. We have a lineage of football to look after. It's going to be 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now. Are we going to look back at post Drew Brees as this whole little regime as, damn, that was successful? Or we can look back at it and say, no, it wasn't so successful. Well, what were we expecting, really? We starting over, we rebuilding, we transitioning. What were we expecting? We don't know that yet. We're not going to know that at the end of next week. We're not going to know that by Halloween. We're not going to know that by Christmas. We're not going to know that until next year, maybe. Until we decide on what we need to do and the people we need to move on from and where we need to stay. But we're not going to know everything. That's why we need to take one play at a time, be happy, be in the moment, root for our team, and stop. And one thing, the last thing, this is crazy. Jameis only took 88% of the snaps Sunday. I think the lowest in the past couple games since Drew Brees, it's been like 81, 83%. And that was because of blowouts that Drew got taken out the game, pulled out the game for second string, Jameis, everything like that. It's a lot of factors in that. But to say Jameis never got pulled out, never got injured, only took 88% of the snaps lets me know that we are being a little bit we're being too redundant with Taysom. Teams picked up on that too. We have to keep moving on, bro. We're going to keep moving on. Let Sean do what he going to do. Sean react like a temperamental teenager sometimes. He act like he got mental illness, like he's the head coach of mental illness. And guess what? He is for the most part. He does that. You feel what I'm saying? He's going to react like that. We got to take the good and the bad with Coach Sean. He's one of the most diabolical, egocentrical coaches in the league. He's going to definitely be who he is. But just what he predicate his success on, we have to take that good with the bad, bro. He's not always going to do what we want. We don't listen to what we want. He's going to do what he has to do, he thinks he needs to do to win football games. And we just got to keep moving, bro. You feel what I'm saying? We just got to keep moving, and we're going to be all right. I do definitely feel like we're going to be all right, It's just been some hot takes the last couple of days. Sean need to go. Mickey Loomis need to go. Taysom need to go. The whole Saints logo need to go. The Juice Boys need to go. Stop putting jalapenos in gumbo. Stop putting Christmas ornaments on Christmas trees. Stop putting weed in gauze. Stop praying in church. Like these people, like mental illness has been rampant. You feel me? And I think that's because for 15 years, we've been so identifiable with success that when we don't see success, that makes us has a knee-jerk reaction. It's kind of spoiled, kind of reactionary, what we can expect, bro. You feel me? I acted that same way. You feel me? I've been pissed off for the last couple of days. But I think we just got to keep moving forward. That's all we can do. Move on to Washington, That's all we can do. Implement a game plan and try to do the best that we can. Let Jameis keep doing what he's doing and progressing through the offense. Let our offensive line play better. Let them get a little bit more confidence and cohesiveness, communication, and let us keep progressing. Hopefully we can go into our bye 3-2, waiting for everybody for the cavalry to arrive, But even if we don't, it's still still black and gold, so I'm dead and gold. I ain't gonna until I'm dead and cold. I ain't gonna go nowhere. You feel me? I'm still gonna be my team's still gonna be here. I'm still gonna have gray hair in my beard. You dig what I'm saying? I'm still gonna be in this life living. We still gonna have love and confidence, and we're gonna have a camaraderie and a brethren here. You feel what I'm saying? That ain't no other team in the league touching in the first place, period. Because ain't nobody else like the Who That. Ain't nobody else like that, man. We ain't nobody else like that. You feel me? That's why we gotta understand. We need to calm down and collect ourselves, because for the past couple of days we've been kind of combative as a fan group. We've been kind of reacting to each other, trying to bounce off that aggression with each other. But you understand, this ain't Philadelphia, this ain't Boston, this ain't Minnesota, this ain't LA, this ain't no big mo. We a family here. You feel me? We gonna be all right. Let Coach cook, let Jameis cook, let our defense get better. Let's hold people accountable. Let's see what we can do, and let's not act like we need to go, try to be a head coach or OC somewhere. Let's just be who we be, and let our team make it. You feel me? That's how I feel.
Amen.
Well, CT Crusher, man, we definitely thank you for that good sermon, fam.
Man, I appreciate y'all having me, cuz.
Yeah, you definitely went in, fam, and you gave us some good knowledge, man.
Man, I just know, like when you sit down with a head coach, with an offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, you sit down with anybody that ever coached any type of football, they have to watch film and see the different personnels. And then on top of that, the coaches know that they watching film, so them coaches gonna react to what they're seeing and do something different, because they know what they anticipate. And it is a big chess match every play, everything. You can sneeze, and a head coach or offensive coordinator can notice how you sneezed and think they gonna put this personnel in the game. Football is crazy. Sean Payton is crazy. But that's not our job. You feel what I'm saying? That's why we gotta understand what we're looking at and try to do better the next play. Then the play after that, do better and do better and do better. We're gonna be better. You feel me? But I appreciate you, man. I know y'all got people on the line, cuz.
I appreciate you for calling in, fam. And who that?
Who that to y'all, baby?
Who that?
Who that?
Hey, we gonna change this thing to WDN Chatline Church, man. That's what we gonna do. And next up, man, we got a performance from Lil Jon. Turned down for what?
Hey, what it do, Shawty? What it do?
Oh man, come on.
Hey, how y'all doing, Shawty? How y'all doing?
Man,
Shawty, I'd have went to the dollar store. I'd have ordered a pizza. I'd have went to my grandma's house. Went to my baby house. I bought some dope. Bought some jug. Bought a little everything. Shawty still talking. Damn, Shawty. But Shawty, I ain't gonna haul y'all up like some other people did. But I'm glad that that ball mouth dude, Alden, wrote what the last name, he Mexican. Shout look like he ain't got no teeth in his mouth. I'm glad he gone. Go on about your business, you ass. Cody Parker, shout you need to go to, you ass. Will Lutz, and you come back here missing kick, you need to go. Cause last year, around week 17, 18, that boy was missing a lot of kicks, but I trust Lutz, cause he a dog, shouty. But there's a lot of stuff. But I got a question for y'all. Like, y'all might know the answer to this, shouty. What that man Drew Brees at? Like, why Jameis Winston still playing, shouty? Like, I thought Drew Brees would go start this year. Am I tripping or something, shouty?
Yeah, you tripping. You tripping on that, fam.
What you mean, shouty? Like, I went to jail. We lost in the divisional round. And that man Brees, what happened, shouty? I went to jail and he ain't playing no more, shouty?
Yeah, man. I don't know. Yeah, you must have been in jail or something. Ain't getting that TV in there.
What happened to him? He died?
Drew, he hung the cleats up.
He retired, shouty.
Man, dude, wow, man. Oh man,
Oh
Pete.
boy, it's been a good one tonight.
Oh man. Wait, WD, you got any final? I do want to mention before we get our final thoughts. Tony Jones is out. Forgot all about that. Tony Jones is out for I think 3 or 4 weeks.
And that's really shocking because I thought it was going to be worse than that. So that's
Yeah,
really
and
shocking.
we brought in Azebo, the guy that was, lighting it up the other year in our
In preseason,
preseason,
yep, yep.
about 2-3 years ago.
And then we started lighting his ass up in this preseason. But yeah, it's good to have him back.
Yeah, so
Wait. He on the team, right?
yeah, he on the squad. So I don't
Okay.
know if he gonna be backing up or they gonna let Dwayne do it or Ty. Not sure. Not sure what they gonna do, but yeah, shout out, man. Hopefully he can give us some production. So we'll see how this go. So you got any final thoughts?
Well, first thing first, they said Lil Jon's a fool. Yeah. uh, man, make sure y'all please like and share and subscribe if you haven't already, man. You know it help out the show a lot. Shout out to the people that joined in, man. Shout out to the people in the chat. Shout out to the people that gave in donations. We truly appreciate it. It's been a funny one tonight. It's been a good one tonight. I mean, we got people preaching in here. We gonna change this thing to WDN Chatline Church, man. Um, yeah, bro. I mean, it was a really good show, man. Uh, hopefully the Saints pull out this W Sunday, and yeah, man, that's what we need going into the bye week.
Right. And shout out to all the new listeners. I know we had one new listener tap in. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight, and I hope you continue to, just keep checking us out. We try to bring some comedy in the show, but one thing we do, we just keep it all the way 100. Not sugarcoating nothing. We give our thoughts and opinions. And shout out to everybody in the chat. The chat was definitely live tonight. Um, and shout out to Rex Stafford. I believe I've seen you before. If not, welcome to the show. You said I'll be donating next week for sure. So shout out to you, man. Like WD said, we definitely appreciate all the donations. Um, you guys don't have to do that, but you guys are giving us, part of what you guys go out and work for. That means a lot. So we definitely appreciate that. And once again, shout out to the chat, man. Y'all holding it down. The show can't go without y'all. And shout out to all the callers tonight. Shout out to all y'all for calling in, man. The call line was lit tonight. So for our Sunday, man, we gotta go and get this W Sunday. Go to the bye week 3-2, and let's get this thing started. We done started 2-2 before. Last year we was 2-2 and ran off 8. So we done ran off streets before, but everything ain't always gonna play out that way. So the stuff that we really need to work on, we need to work on because we just can't look at it like that all the time. So let's get this W Sunday. As far as the match stream, I'm gonna do the match stream tomorrow, probably around, to be honest, around two central time. So 2 central time, I'll be doing the match stream. I should have better internet. I won't be at my place doing it because my internet be tripping, but I should have some good internet connection tomorrow. So looking forward to seeing you guys. And before we get off, we do have a donation. Shout out to Giga Tress. Giga Tress said, WDN Chatline Podcast, keep up the good work. Giga Tress, man, we definitely appreciate that, fam. We trying our best just to, give you guys a good show, and we just diehard Saints fans. Diehard Saints fans. And Miss Anna said, great show, I need a shirt. I talked to Carly the other night. She said she's gonna get things back in motion pretty soon. So you definitely will get your shirt, Miss Anna. And appreciate that. Christopher said the resurrection power of Christ in Jesus' name we winning. Facts, I'm with you on that. And we got another donation. Shout out to y'all for these donations. Debo the God, $2 donation said, "Who that baby? You need to put up a cash out." Okay, we can put that up as another form of taking donations. But shout out to you, man. Shout out to these donations. WD said cash apps don't take your money, CB. Cash apps. Oh yeah, I feel you on that because yeah, YouTube does something with that. I'm not deeply sure, but not really sure. But yeah, shout out to everybody that's donate, man. We really appreciate that. But looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, 2 Central Time on the match stream. Ready to give you guys a good show on there. So this is the WDN Chatline podcast. We are out. Who that?
For life.